Hello everyone. In the previous video, we studied about the various important terms related to your chapter number 1, that is development. Now we will study the difference between the growth and development, that how these two terms varies in nature. The first term is economic growth, which means increase in real national income or national output. So economic growth is related to the increase in the national income of a certain country or of a certain nation, or you can say increase in the national output, and output over here means production, as national income is related to the production which is being done in an economy during a certain year. So this was the economic growth. The next term is economic development, which means improvement in the quality of life and living standards. Basically, this improvement is possible only with the help of the economic growth, that if the national income or national output is increasing, along with that various measures like literacy rate, life expectancy and healthcare facilities are improving, that will lead to the economic development. So therefore we say that economic development is a broader term than the economic growth, because economic growth is just a part of economic development, and economic development comprises of the quality of life or the living standards, that is how it can be improved along with the growth of an economy. So this is the basic difference between the growth and development. Now the next point over here is that development leads to directional growth, which means that we have a certain set of goals which we need to fulfill, and when those goals will be fulfilled, that will lead to the development. If I am not having any goal in my life or any direction towards which I have to move, then that will not lead to either the growth or development. So firstly, the directional growth of a certain individual or of a certain nation is very much important, which will further lead to the development of the nation or of an individual. So this is how the development means directional growth. The next point related to development is that present is governed by past, which means we learn a lot from our past. If our past is showing some good or bad results, we will come to learn from our past and will imply that in our present. Let's say that in the previous year the national income or the national output was less as compared to 2018. That is, if we compare the year 2018 with 19, in 2019 the national income or output was less. So in that case, in the present situation, that is in 2020, we will try to correct that situation by implying various factors which will lead to the positive growth or positive development of our country. So this is how present is governed by the past. That is, we come to learn or we come to know about various factors which we need to change in the present as compared to that of the past. The next point is different people have different development goals, which means suppose you as a student have different goals, like you have to score good marks in your board exams, and I as a teacher may have different goals. So this is how different people have different development goals. If you talk about your families, in your families your father, your mother, your brother or your sister may also have different development goals than you. So this is how we say that different people have different development goals. And what we can say related to this is, what is development for one might not be development for another. Like if your goal is to get good marks, that is not a development goal for me. The goal for me might be different from you. So this is how the development for one might not be development for another. So these were some of the key points or some of the features related to development. Now we will study that, we will take some examples which will show you that how different people have different development goals. Now you can see over here that I have divided a table into two columns. The first one is of category and second one is the goals, development goals or aspirations. The first one is landless laborer. That is, in the category of landless laborers, what is their main development goals? What do they want in their life? The goal is more wages, more days of work. That is, when they will get more days for work, their wages will definitely increase. And these are the main development goals of the landless laborers. The second category is that of prosperous farmers, and their main development goal is higher income. Then is the urban unemployed youth. Then the main goal of an urban unemployed youth will be employment. That if he will get employment, further he will generate income for himself and his family. The next category is that of Adivasi, which is a tribal, and their main goals is education, rising social economic status, equality, and land ownership. These are some of the development goals for the Adivasis or the tribal. Next is of a girl. Now what a girl dreams of, or you can say what are the development goals for a girl. That is the freedom, equal opportunity in every aspect, education at par, that is the same level of education which is provided to the boys. A girl wants that same education. So this is how you can say that different category of individuals have different development goals. Now this freedom goal might not be the development goal of the landless laborer. Or you can say this higher income might not be the development goal of a landless laborer. And you can take another examples also, like that I have explained you of a teacher and a student. We also have different goals, different development goals or aspirations. So this is how we can say that what is development for one might not be development for another. From the previous example, we came to know that development is a mixed goals, or you can say development is a process which includes a mixture of various goals. So only generation of income or earning income might not be a goal for every individual. The development includes various goals like freedom, equal treatment, security, respect, safe environment. So these are some of the goals which are a part of development only, because as we have studied that different peoples might have different goals. So therefore, along with the material goals, that is material goals means related to the money, the income is related to money. Along with these goals, various non-material goals may also be there of certain individuals, like that of freedom, equal treatment, security, respect, safe environment. These all are the non-material goals which are also to be considered for the overall development of a nation. Therefore, we say that for development, people look at a mix of goals, that is this we have studied, which includes material as well as non-material goals. Not only about better income, but also about other important things in life. For example, for some people, the social status in the society is very much important. So what matters to them is the social status or the respect in the society rather than the income. Now the ones who are the environmentalists or the ones who are very much concerned with the environment, they require the safe environment as their development goal. Now the ones for whom the self-respect is very much important, what they need is the respect as their development goal. Now for the ones who think that inequality is prevailing in an economy, for them the equal treatment is very much important. Let's say that of the girls. The girls might think that they are not getting equal treatment in the society. So in that case, their development goal might be of equal treatment. Similarly, there are some individuals who might not get freedom in the society. So for them, the right to freedom is very much important. So these are some of the goals which leads to the development of a particular nation or of a certain individual or a human. So earning more income is one aspect, and along with that, these goals, that is the non-material goals, also are a part of the development. Now next we will talk about the national development. Now what do we mean by national development? We have talked about the term development very much. Now this development when it is related to the nation or to a certain economy, that leads to a national development. Now we will study development from the viewpoint of a nation. It means that ability of a nation to improve the lives of its citizens. Now as we know, the main motive of a nation is basically to improve the lives of its citizens, that is to improve the standard of living or the lifestyle of the people living in a certain nation. So therefore it can be defined as the ability of a nation to improve the lives of its citizens. Next we can see that measures of improvement can be, that is how we can measure that either the nation is developing or not. It can be considered from the viewpoint of increase in GDP. That is, if the GDP or the gross domestic product is increasing, that can be one of the parameters of measuring the improvement of a certain nation or of a certain citizens of a particular nation. The second measure can be social aspects, which we have studied in the important terms related to development. First social aspect is literacy rate, in which we will come to know about how much percentage of the population is literate in a certain nation. The second one is availability of healthcare facilities, and the third one is education. So these are the three basic social aspects through which we can study the development of a particular nation. The next one under the national development is income growth, that is how much rise or growth in income is there within a particular nation. So from this also we can measure the improvement of a particular nation. The next one is poverty alleviation, about which we have studied in grade 9th also, that how the poverty can be reduced from a particular country, or which programs can be followed for the reduction of the poverty in a particular country, so that the various facilities or the living standard of the people may be improved in a particular nation. The next measure for improvement can be satisfaction of social and economic needs. As for the various individuals, the satisfaction of various social needs like that of the social status or the economic needs which are related to the monetary aspects or monetary development goals needs to be fulfilled for the improvement of a particular nation. And the next one is sustainment of democratic and participatory society, which means that the democratic and the participatory society must be sustained in a particular country, which means that the decision making power must also rest with the citizens of a country, so that they may have a feeling of belongingness and they may also work towards development of a particular nation by contributing towards it and by behaving like a responsible citizen of a particular nation. So this was all about the national development. Now in the next video we will study about how the various nations or the various states are compared on the basis of the various parameters. This was all about today's video. I hope that all of you have understood about this, and thank you so much.